crafty friends, it's Rick. I'm back with another video. Today we're featuring products from Missing Stamps. I'm going to be using the Candy Stripe Stencil, the Oh Happy Day frame dies. I'm only using the flowers, the leaves, and the centers. The Some Pig stamp set, and I think I'm going to use the Frosty Flake stencil. We're not sure yet. We're going to start off by using the Candy Stripe Stencil, and I have a piece of mixed media cardstock that I'm going to lay this on. I'm going to press that on really good because I'm going to do some ink spray on top of this. I've got some Distress Spritz. I'm going to shake it up real good. And I'm going to spray this background panel. Give it some good sprays. I'm also going to take my Distress sprayer and I'm going to spritz a little water on it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll let that dry a little while. We're going to do a little alcohol marker coloring. If you remember, in a previous video, we had done the Some Pig stamp set and made a cute little shaker card. We're going to color up one of these little pigs. So I'm going to do the little sitting pig. So I'm going to color him up. And I'm using my Triblends today, because I did not feel like thinking about color combinations. So we're going to fill our little piggy in with our lightest color. Then I'm going to switch over to the dark. And I'm going to add a little darker on that side. Here. I think this time we're going to give him like a little center highlight. So we're going to do that side first. We'll switch over to the medium and I'll blend this out of his little facey. And I do love me a pig, so I'm just blending that medium out with the lightest color again. So we'll go ahead and do his little back side. His little tail. And this side over here is we got a little more shadow under his little neck. That's going to be, leg will be a little bit more in shadow because of how it is. We'll blend this out. Using our colors under his little tummy, little hind leg right there. So did I get that leg? I don't know. We'll just do it again anyway. And then we'll blend this out with our lightest color. So blend that out. And then I'm going to add the medium color into his little ears. Right there. And then I'm going to come in with the medium pale pink to add some little pink into his little ears. I'm also going to give him a little pink snout and some cheeks. I'll blend that out with my lightest color. And we've got to have our hooves, so I'm going to color those. I'm just going to use a brown because it's going to go with my color combination that I've already chosen. So we'll just blend that out of his little feet. And then I will cut him out with his matching die in just a little bit. All right, I've already die cut all my little floral pieces. I actually cut a few extras just as well because we're going to make a little wreath. I've got a circle that I have cut a frame with. I've got all my little parts and pieces. I cut the leaves from the Oh Happy Day die set with 3 different colors, and I cut the red out of just red and the white for the center. So we're going to build up a little wreath. All right, so we are going to take, I'm just going to pick up a floral, a leaf, stem, and I only really need to put that on the center. I'm going to start adding these on to our little panel there. And I've only got 3 of these. If I have to cut more, I can. Hopefully we won't have to. I'm going to pop these on in just a couple different places. Our 3 biggest ones. And when you're building a wreath, you just want to use tiny dots and just kind of space them out. Oh, I got 4. Good. So we'll have a little extra one right here. I'm just going to stick that right down there. I'm going to add my little largest flower next. Add that one over here. I'm just adding glue behind the center because I will tuck some leaves behind there as well. I also know I want to add a little bow. So I'm going to try to leave room for that. We're going to come in and start tucking our leaves back behind our little floral flowers. And these come in different sizes, so you should have plenty to tuck around. I tuck one right under this leaf. This one I'm going to tuck right over here. Add some here. We'll tuck it under this over here. I can start working on the other sides as well and tuck those in. I really just want to fill my little wreath up. I do have this idea in my head. We're going to make a little barnyard Christmas scene. That's the plan in my head. So we will fill this up with leaves in those different colors of cardstocks. We need a little of this darker green over on the other side as well. So we'll tuck one of these over here. We need to add the lighter color over on this side. The goal is to hide our base layer so we don't see it. So I'm just going to keep hiding and tucking our little leaves in on our wreath. Just add a little liquid glue here and there. And tuck smaller leaves in there as well. Just kind of move it around where you can see it. Our wreath is starting to look really nice. We can add a few more. I'm just attaching to the center and around so that we have that all nice and pretty. See, I'm just kind of moving it around so I can see. Where we might need to add a little bit more color. Tuck that right there. I think I'm going to add another flower right there as well. So we can add that one right there. All right, now for the centers of the flowers, I'm just going to cut those out of white. So I'm just going to dot on a little glue. And I'm going to grab my pickup tool. I'm going to put those on. You could cut those out of gold. That would be really pretty. There's a number of things you could do. That would look very nice. And remember, it's your card, so it's going to look nice anyway. One more little, that little one right over there. All right, so to finish off our little bow or wreath, I'm going to add a bow. So I've got some burlap twine. So let's tie that bow. I'm going to go ahead and remove this off of our little sticky mat there. And I'm going to put this bow right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. And then I will hold that together with my tweezers while that dries. And then we can work on the other part of our card. Okay, I went ahead and got my little pig cut out. We are going to add our card front to our card base, which is just a standard top folding A2 card base. I'm going to add plenty of glue so that I know it will be secure. Since I did have to dry it a little bit. And we did use that wet media on it, so I'm going to go ahead and set a large block on that while that dries a little bit. All right, I did decide I'm going to take the Flurry stamp set, or stencil, I'm sorry. And I'm going to add some large snowflakes to it. And I'm going to use 2 different shades of oxide inks. I'm going to add some with tumbled glass, which is the color I used originally, but I'm going to go a little bit heavier handed on it. And I'm going to add just a little there. And then I'm going to take some shaded lilac and blend on that as also. So it's like my favorite combination for snow. I think it's a pretty snowy combination. So I'll remove that. Can remove our panel here. I'm going to take and place that on there. Just so I can find a place for the sentiment I want to use. I want to do greetings and salutations. So I'm going to do that up at the top right there. All right, I'm going to do part of my sentiment first. And I'm going to stamp in VersaFine Clear ink. I can place my little ampersand down there. I will ink that up in the same ink and stamp that down. And take this away for now, because we're going to add our little barn door. And I'm going to take and add some thin foam tape strips to that. So I do want to pop it up so we have a little dimension. So I'm just going to take some small pieces and put behind there. So I'm just going to cut just small little strips. And I just thought about that. I could have just used foam strips, but I was not thinking. It's okay. That's why we have a Big Mama roll. All right, I'm going to peel these foam backings off, and I will be able to add a little liquid glue to this. All right, I'll go ahead and add my liquid glue. That way I have a little wiggle room to move it around where I want it to be. I will take that. And we're going to center that right there. I'm going to go ahead and take my card front. Add liquid glue behind it. And I'm going to center this on my card. So I'm going to move that up just a tad. All right, I'm going to pop this back in my stamp positioning tool, because we're going to add our little spider from our stamp set. She's going to be hanging down from that barn door over here. So I'll stamp that in the VersaFine as well. All right, we have our little wreath we're going to hang on this side of our barn. So we are going to need a little pieces of foam tape to stick behind there as well. So I'm going to flip this over and see where I can tuck our little pieces of foam tape. So that everything's nice and level. Peel those off. I'm going to add liquid glue behind there. I'm going to take and pop that on. Kind of move that over just a little. I'm going to add foam behind our little piggy so that he is popped up. And he's going to kind of go right down there. And I'm going to add our little hay bale. I think we're going to add these to the inside along with some of our little animals. Add that hay bale right there. Add this hay bale. Our other side right there. And I've got my chickens and our little goose. Add her right there. Got our little chicks we're going to have popped around as well. have my little goose. That's our little pig's friend. We'll have him right here next to our little piggy. Because we are having a farm-themed Christmas. Our little third little chick. I was like, what is the name of that? All right, we're going to add some glitter. We're going to add some little glitter to our little flowers. And our little leaves. We're going to just add that to our little wreath. Because it is Christmas. We need some glitter on our Christmas card. Then we can add some to our little farm animals as well. Because we all need some glitters. All right, I'm going to add my gel pen highlights to our little farm animals. Because they are having a festive old Christmas time. I'm going to add some to the little web. And we'll pop a little bit onto our flowers and leaves. Just let that kind of hit and miss here and there. And a little bit to our door and our, to finish that off. All right, here is my barn-themed Christmas card with greetings and salutations on it. Here's a closer look at the card. You can see all that beautiful shimmer in the background as well as on the front. If you like this video, you're probably going to like the one coming up right over there. I'll see you in that video. Bye, guys. Stay crafty. Love you.